of those. In fact, there's so little toxicity, the dosing was limited only by the number of pills that patients were willing to swallow. Phase 2 is to see if it actually has any effect, and it did in 2 of the 21 advanced pancreatic cancer patients that were evaluated, one of whom had a 73% tumor reduction. This is what we'd like to see, before and after. Unfortunately, the effect was short-lived. This lesion remained small, but apparently a curcumin-resistant tumor clone emerged, whereas the other patient showed a slow improvement over a year, stable disease for over 18 months. In fact, the only time their cancer markers bumped up was during a brief 3-week stint where the curcumin was stopped. So it does seem to help some patients with pancreatic cancer, and most importantly, what's the downside? Right? No curcumin-related toxic effects, up to doses of 8 grams a day. What happens after 8? We don't know, because no one was willing to take that many pills. They were willing to go on one of the nastiest chemotherapy regimens on the planet, but didn't want to be inconvenienced with swallowing a lot of capsules. Anyway, the only surefire way to beat pancreatic cancer is to prevent it in the first place. In 2010, I profiled this study, the largest such study in history, which found that dietary fat of animal origin was associated with increased pancreatic cancer risk. But which animal fat is the worst? Well, the second largest study has since chimed in to help answer that question. Poultry was the worst, the first finding of its kind, 72% increased risk of pancreatic cancer for every 50 grams of daily poultry consumption. That's just like a quarter of a chicken breast. The reason white meat came out worse than red may be because of the cooked meat carcinogens in chicken, the heterocyclic amines that build up in grilled and baked chicken. These mutagenic chemicals have been associated with